Hey guys and gals, got another one for you today. Today we are in the 705 Tier 9 Soviet heavy tank, and this thing got into the playoffs because it could block damage. We're on Scorpion Pass Assault, and we're starting in the north, and I realized that my game volume is turned down, so I'm going to turn that up. Alright, Scorpion Pass, win the B3 choke, and then move on from there. And don't drive out in the open or Artie's going to punish you. Not to mention the TDs that like to hide in mountains. House tank is pretty fun. It was one of my fastest tier 9 tank grinds. And that was because we had string theory on, but also because it's a tank I enjoyed. City matches are huge in this thing, but also being able to get hull down is important. Corner fighting, hull down, this thing is just a monster. So leading up to the playoffs, I put the secondary gun on here, not the big gun. But on this one, I did equip the, I think it's a 130, which is lower DPM, but the penetration values are better. Accuracy is worse. So I don't know. I just could not remember which tank or which gun I played with the first time around. So I wanted to put the big gun on and see if I enjoyed it better. Not that I didn't like the other gun, just wanted to see what the big gun was like. Generally like high alpha, but if it's at the sacrifice of gun accuracy, it's probably not going. I'm not going to be a fan of it. That's not guaranteed. Got Shaska hiding over there. Some shots here. Unfortunately, we're unable to. Shaska looks like he's pulling back up. I'm gonna try to get a blind shot. It looks like it went right where I was aiming, so it's unfortunate that he's not there anymore. If the last video was boring and I sounded tired, that was because I really don't care for the 5120 nor the 50B. That playstyle drives me crazy. It's kind of boring, to be honest. And the other thing is, I was extremely tired, and then when I actually uploaded today, I couldn't even remember talking about the last battle. So as soon as I got home, I was like, I need to make sure that I actually put some commentary into that last battle. And I realized I did, so apologize if it was boring, slow, or just, I don't know, boring I guess is the best word. If there's no enthusiasm on my end, I do apologize. Alright, so we've pretty much won this choke in the sense they're defending. I'm going to try to put pressure on them. We do have Artie, so hopefully Artie's able to help me out here. Another 705. I'll wait till I get a little bit closer just because my accuracy is atrocious. Just shell into his lower plate. I'm going to try to give him an angled shoulder plate. An angled shoulder plate is generally the best way to bounce. We'll get another shot into him. The Shaska shoots me in the back. 705 gets me in the front. I'm hoping I load up before him. I'm trying to put him in between me and the Shaska, but I just realized that that's not going to work. So we get a shell in. Unfortunately, he gets one into us. Now we need to close the distance on the Shaska. Shaska's heat shell gets absorbed by my track. We're just going to push on him. So we bounce another shell. Didn't really have a good shot, especially with this accuracy. That's not going to be a shot worth taking. Come here, try to get hull down. Okay, we are still detected, so I'm wondering if maybe that's Artie, or maybe it's just him protecting me. Oh, there's Artie. Looks like this guy knows what he's doing. I auto-lock the gun. Unfortunately, I'm unable to take him down, or at least get a pen there. And that is where you have the crappy accuracy. So we auto-lock again, unable to take him down that time, and he just drives over, takes a shot. And both times we missed, he was able to just take a shot. So even though Artie's busy, I'm going to ping them and blame them for the loss. They should have been covering me. They should know better. If you're playing Artie and Mavs on your team, just keep the path clear for me. I'll walk down it. I'll get you the win. That's important. Try to help anyone else, just help Mav. So we're going to speed this up. And this Artie is focused on the hill, even though you still have two tank destroyers in the middle. Let's just shut it down. We're pulling it in within. It's almost capable of us winning this. Cheery dumps his clip. This guy avoids Artie. Really, it's a race against time at this point, and nobody really has priority to pick the one. Unfortunately, it looks like we'll lose this one. We'll find to kill that guy. 2v4 situation. Misses this guy, but T-34 takes him down. Tony T-34 is all the way south, but for some reason he won't go on the cab. He won't kill himself. I really shoot him. Finally gets spotted, so he makes an attempt to go down here. And I really thought that he was just going to try to kill himself, but somehow, someway, he manages to make it all the way down, just getting a little bit of damage up on the grass. And he is taken down. And game stats: 2,400 damage, 319 assists, 2,500 blocked, 559 XP earned in the loss. We take third place. Not the end of the world, but don't like starting out on a loss. I feel like I have to pick it up after that. And then we go to Fisherman's Bay. And generally I like to work the middle of the map early on, and then figure out which side I want to go to. But here, since I am a heavily armored heavy tank, I actually prefer city. Now if I'm in like a hull down tank, I'll try to go to the left side or work the middle and then move to whatever side they need me on. But this time we're going to go to city. And once again, that's just based on my armor profile. Looks like we're going to have a lot of tanks on the 1, 2, 3 line. Unfortunately, they're tank destroyers, so I never know if they're going to push or not. And in my opinion, whoever pushes the 1, 2, 3 line, as long as you play it smart behind cover, you're generally going to win. You do need to keep the reds lit for your teammates, and don't give up too many hit points, otherwise they'll just all in you and take you out and then go dark. So if you go 1, 2, 3 line, be aggressive, push it out, use the rocks as cover to help you get through it. When we get tracked here, we also take damage when we get tracked. That's disappointing. Back up. Your shot into 5/7 lower plate. That is not effective trading. I should be angled a little bit more. My track is off, so I don't have much choice. Get the track fixed. Get retracked. Now we're starting to pick up some block damage. Fortunately for me, there's tanks moving through the field onto my left. And they take me down. 1, 2, 3 line hasn't moved at all. They're just still sitting there. I said all tank destroyers, but we actually have a heavy tank over there. Fortunately, he's not using his armor to be a heavy tank. Switch to the T95. It looks like one of our heavies finally moved up to B1, and honestly I haven't been paying too close attention, so I'm not sure when he actually did. Let's assume it's currently. And he is now dead, followed by 2 reds. So it's tied up 5-5. Now we're watching a beast of a tank, the T95. This thing is armored from head to toe. Getting shots in the side and the rear obviously are weak points, but it is still angled, so you have to be careful of where you're shooting. Don't just auto lock this guy. It's not always going to go in. So then I send him a message, and I'm like, dude, could have used you in the city. Would appreciate that armor on the front line next time. Never messaged me back. It is what it is. Made me feel better, and I thought it was good information. There's definitely times where, when I was a new player, people would message me heartfelt conversations. I say that kind of jokingly, because there are times where I got ripped apart in messages, and then there's times where, even if I was ripped apart, they shared helpful information with me, and that is greatly appreciated. You do have to have some thick skin if you want to learn from it, but it's doable. Now at this point, he decides he's going to push forward, which makes no sense to me, but that's what he does. And our Sturb is going to try to evacuate this position, even though all the reds are bearing down on it. It's unable to make that shot. Car comes over, bounces off the Sturb. They kill our Artie, and then they cap it. So Sturb stayed alive. Good job, Sturb. And this is the game that we're going to drop, because we got 520 damage, even though we did block 3760, which would be helpful for endgame. It's just, we took 14th place, and that just doesn't seem respectable. So, I'm not going to use that one. We're going to move on. Right, so now we are on steps, and when I'm in a heavily armored heavy, I'm going to go left. I'm in a hull down heavy, I'm probably going to go right. And I feel like you have the most momentum from the right side. The left side is fairly easy to defend from the north, especially, but I've seen it done in the south as well. But we are headed over to the 1, 2, 3 line. We're hoping It's medium, so I guess medium to heavy tank. Kind of play off me. Here's an IS, so chances are he's not going to be alive very soon, especially when he pushes up the front line. Kind of work this corner. It is kind of scary because Artie can hit me here. We're able to get a shot in there. I ask for help, and Artie is shooting at us, which is unfortunate. Now we're going to fall back here, and this seems like it's a little much. However, we're going to need to hold back all the reds, so we're going to have to do another one of those games. IS backs up, and I think it's a little too late, buddy. Hopefully you prove me wrong, because I'll take the support. AMX-65T over there, we're able to get a shot into him. We lose our IS. And now I'm just using this dead IS as cover. Try to cover up my lower plate and get some side scraping shots if they decide to pull out too far. We're able to get a shot in the 65T. I'm looking for another shot here. Nice shot to Conway there. Ask for help. Where is ask for help? The H305. I don't know what it's called. What's it called? 305. 305 blows up in my hand, and it is just air, so it's not a devastating loss. An explosion. Hoping to get loaded in time so I can get some more damage. Unfortunately for the 50M, we're unable to get through his cheeks or his turret. And start to ping the map a little bit, just kind of bring them up to speed on what's going on, because not everyone has a mini map. Scorpion G is able to shut that guy down. Now there's only 4 reds. Not too shabby. Couple more to go, but as the team's closing in, it should be fairly easy. And we lock down the victory. Pull up 2300 damage, 2000 blocked, 300 assisted, 0 kills. Let's get the running totals up here. And so far we're at 4800 damage, 600 assisted, 1400 blocked, 1500 XP earned. We took 5th place in this match. And so far we've only had the 2 kills from the previous game, or the previous game that we actually used. And we are now 1-1. We're back on Scorpion Pass. Start us in the bottom this time. So we're going to work our way up to the top, and once again, win B3, move on to deal with the rest of the stuff. Stay out of open areas for Artie, and then also watch out for the hills. Generally, they're going to spot you before you spot them, and that makes it very difficult to run that position. Alright, moving into position. The Reds sent a lot of tanks. I'm really not sure what my team is doing in E2. I think that might be the sniping ridge, so if they come, I guess what do you want to call it since it's diag C4, E5, E5. Not sure if that's necessary. So we're going to use this, and mainly because I'm just not 100% sure on how long I'll last over on the, we'll call it the one line, just because I have 75% crew, and it feels like it's going to be a little bit tricky. However, there isn't Artie, so I probably could have made that work. But I do have nice shots here, so we'll just stay here and see what we can do. Able to get another shot in that 705. Try to keep an eye on this T49. But if he's not paying attention, then we're gonna shoot the tanks over on our left. It is 1-4, so it's not looking too hot. First shot. We are getting capped. Minute 30 left on the game. Hopefully, guy in E3 goes back to the cap because we are all out of everybody else. And they put a second one on, so got 30 seconds to do something. I'm not really paying attention to the timer, otherwise I'd be out there fighting. And then I realized, okay, I don't have much time. We need to go. And I can't remember if I actually did think that or if I'm just doing it now, because it tells me I didn't, pretty much just in the body language of my tank. If I knew that it was game over, I'd try to get some damage out of it. Whereas I felt like I played really passive even when they were capping the base. So pick up 1949 in damage. Nothing too spectacular. Let's get the end game stats here. And we actually take second place. Up to 6,700 damage, 600 assisted, 4,500 blocked, 1,800 XP earned. Second place in rank. We have 2 kills so far, and those are from the first game. Next, we are on Winfield. Got to win this to get back to 500. Hopefully, pull this off. So we're going to push up this gigantic hill, which is slow and heavy. Fairly tough to get up this hill, especially when you start all the way on the other side of the buildings over there. But me, if you give up this west field, then your life is completely ruined. So we're going to push forward, and then the Reds get spotted. Now I'm going to have to question life and see if this is something that I want to do. 705A or 705A line. Touched on it briefly, but really some of the highlights are lower tier heavy tanks in general. Just are easy to play, easy to learn, and so I recommend the Conqueror to be the first line that you go down. I would say that this one may be a close second. Angling this armor is pretty important, but shooting off the gun is pretty nice. So we're just going to work this ridge line, look for takers, and we don't want to dive too deep here. If we dive too deep, then we're going to just get surrounded and die. So, trying to get that shell in. I'm able to shoot the Conqueror though, he backed up. I'm not sure he's spotting me there, detecting me there. A nice shot into the low, we'll get shut down. More shots in that Conqueror. This will be juicy. This gas can. I'd say the next time it's going to be a fire, but there probably won't be a next time. If he gets hit, he is probably going to be dead. So we're getting capped now, and the cap is in the middle of the map, so honestly it is zero threat. We just have those two TVs back there, which should be able to gobble them up. Gets bounced off the back of the Super Conqueror. That's disappointing. Alright, now kind of just on a standoff, and that's fine with me because they have tank majority. I would like to start applying some pressure to the hit points, but it is what it is. Super Conk's trying to make his way over. I'm trying to get my gun down to be able to shoot him. Looks like the Super Conk is kind of cheating up on this hill. I think I'm going to be able to punish him for that. Now I have their full attention. Besides Super Conk's still looking north. But it looks like I do have some shots in there, so let's see if we can fit them in. We only have 5 tanks. Follow before get shot into another guy. Slap another one into the backside of the Super Conk's head. Once again, they're putting pressure on the base, which is kind of funny, just because I mean, in this match, to put pressure on the base, you have to be sneaky, or you have to own the K line, or essentially the 0 line. If you're able to do that, then you can maybe cap it out, but really this cap is up on top of the hill. You can get spotted from multiple locations, which makes it difficult. And then here I get set on fire again after putting the first one out. My team is just looking for angles. I kind of felt like I threw this because it is 5-3. These guys have been playing pretty safe, but fortunately for me, these guys all kind of work together to kill the Reds, and That's generally what separates from a good game to throwing a game. So just going off on a tangent and trying to win yourself is not going to work. You know, work with your team to do so. Right. Let's get to end game stats here. Get almost up to 10,000 damage, 600 assists, 6,000 blocked, 3,000 XP earned. Ranked second in this match. Get 2 kills that we got right away, and our record gets up to 2-2. And now take a look at the damage here, or not damage, but the overall. Feel free to pause it and take a look. Not sure exactly how it falls in line with the rest of them. That'll be up next, so we'll take a look to see how the 705 stacks up against the other ones. And looks like Conqueror's still leading in damage, and it is the top dog at blocked right now. It's averaging 1542. But that's all I got for you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you next video.